Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Kelly here at Proactive Pelvic Health Center, and we're here for part 2 of our mini-series on the core. So just to review, our inner core system is a box. At the bottom we've got our pelvic floor, our diaphragm on top, and our deep core abdominal muscles and our deep back muscles kind of wrap around the side. So today we're just going to be exploring doing some Pilates style core exercises and just taking a look and breaking down what is an appropriate core exercise and what's a good level to challenge our body and what might be too much and how to recognize some of those things. So we're going to be looking at two key elements here. The first one is breathing. So when in doubt, if you're doing something and you stop breathing, it's probably too much. So if we just thought about everything we do in our day-to-day, if we just stopped breathing, we would all fall over and pass out. So breathing is a really important thing. So if you're doing a core exercise and you're noticing that I'm holding my breath, it might be just a little bit too much, and it's your body's ways of just trying to do what you're asking it to do, but maybe not in the best way possible. The second thing that we're going to be looking at is when we reach our threshold of when that system, so that inner core system, changes its strategy. And that's sort of the threshold that we're looking for in terms of what is a challenging level for us to be working at and what is maybe too much. So I'm going to lie down on the bed. I'm going to demonstrate to you guys core exercise, just a Pilates style, very simple leg lift. So if you just look at my abdomen here, I'm going to try and just use my hands to show you what I'm actually feeling in my body, because it can be hard to see. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nice deep inhale, and as I inhale, my inner core is going to relax, so my abdomen is going to just lengthen, and as I exhale, I'm just going to very gently draw in my inner core and turn those muscles on. And from here, I'm going to maintain this support that I've generated in my lower abdomen and in the bottom of my pelvic floor, and I'm going to lift one leg up. So as you can see, I've maintained this tension here, I've maintained that compression. And so this would be an appropriate core exercise, an appropriate level of challenge for me. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try and just make this a little bit more challenging. So same thing, I'm going to turn on those inner core muscles. So I'm engaging, I'm compressing, I'm going to lift one leg, and I'm able to obviously keep breathing because I'm talking to you. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the other leg. Okay, so I'm exaggerating this a little bit for you guys, but if you notice that, I'm going to show you one more time. But look what happens to my torso and my breath as I lift this second leg. Okay, so we're going to break that down a little bit. So the first thing that happens is I automatically wanted to hold my breath. So that, again, that's a very good indication that that was probably a little bit too much. The next thing that you saw was that I actually exaggerated a little bit, but my back actually arched and I actually lost that compression. So now instead of having that support, that inward direction, what happened is I crossed my threshold, and now in order for me to maintain support, I actually went outwards. So that was my body's way of still doing what I was asking it to do, lift your other leg, but we noticed that my body changed the strategy. And so those two things, breathing and a change in strategy, so for going from inwards compression to outwards pressure, are really good indications that maybe an abdominal exercise is a little bit too much for what your body can handle. So again, something to work on is just in your day-to-day, if you are doing Pilates style exercises or whatever abdominal exercises that you guys are doing, just being mindful and just sort of slowing down and noticing, am I working at a level of challenge that's appropriate for my body, or is this a little too much, and can I modify it, or can I do a different variation? So in our third session, we're going to be just going over a couple of really, really simple ways of turning on your inner core.